Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and of course, continuing on with, for the first week of November, reviewing DreamWorks films. Now, we come to this, and I hope you guys knew what I was hinting at, because of what this was going to be. Well, you read the title, so you know which one it is. Madagascar, Escape to Africa. And when you look at the title, because literally, the number 2 is in there. But anyways, I've got nothing to complain about that, but, so, you know what, this is my favorite Madagascar film, and I don't really want to be harsh or anything, saying that, that I like this more than the first one. Now, don't get me wrong, excuse me, the first one is great, but I just like the second one a lot more. It's a very good sequel, and, because it's really cool because especially like the opening where the penguins, they kind of knock out the boy on the moon, and, it's going to be nice and cold sushi for breakfast as they catch a fish, and we get the backstory and origin of Alex, and he was called Alake, and Alex's father, Zuba, voiced by the late, great Bernie Mac. Yep, and this was one of his last films he did. From this, and I want to say Old Dogs, which was released a year after he passed away. So, yeah. And even the antagonist, isn't me he's almost say not really, but like a Scar wannabe, but very different, Makunga, maybe that's how you say his name, I don't know, but voiced by Alec Baldwin. So, after Rise of the Guardians and reviewing this, I've reviewed 2 DreamWorks films with Alec Baldwin. So, Alec Baldwin voicing the jerk lion, need I say, and, Alake being kidnapped to, by these poachers, or maybe not poachers, I don't know, but, he eventually, Alake does, the crate that he's in does break off of the truck and goes into the water. Of course, Zuba, who's trying to save Alake, doesn't know that, and, still trying to chase the truck. We get to see, because Alake, he makes his way to New York, and we see young versions of Gloria, Melman, and, Marty. And, of course, we get, a montage, the events that happened in the first film, and we see, because, that we cut to Madagascar, and we see that, because they are, about to leave Madagascar, and King Julian coming with them, and they're on the plane, and the penguins flying it. It's really funny stuff, not to mention, because Mort, joining as well, but, King Julian just not having it. And I like this. It's funny because when they're on the plane and Alex looks out the window, he sees Mort and he's like, Gremlin! A nod to the Twilight Zone, obviously. And the whole sequence with them flying in the plane is hilarious up to when, we lost Engine 1 and Engine 2 is no longer on fire. It clearly is. And, Skipper as the captain, the good news is we'll be landing shortly, and the bad news is we're crash landing. Some funny stuff, and when they make their way to, Africa, and, that crazy old lady in the first film, she's back, and I'm looking at it on here because named Nana, so, and so, Alex is reunited, of course, with his mother and father. Oh, I forget. Oh, yeah, Sherry Shepherd voiced the mom, yeah, Alex's mother. And even, say, the penguins trying to fix the plane, and they get more, thumbs, as, Mason says, we recruited a few extra thumbs for you, Skipper. And even, because what the Madagascar gang are doing from them and, King Julian just having a great time, until, some things kind of go downhill for them. Well, and one other thing specifically, say, William from the Black Eyed Peas, he voices Moto, has eyes for Gloria. But we also see in the film, Melman's the one that does have feelings for Gloria and such. Not established, I don't think, in the first film, but it does in the second. And, you know, things go downhill for Alex, Marty, and Melman, and especially for Alex and Marty. Even at one point, because this challenge that the Lions are doing and, like, Alex being involved in, and I forget who voiced that big lion. I can't remember the name, but, you know, but Alex does fail, and, you know, the jerk lion, as I'm calling him, I'm having trouble pronouncing that name, but voiced by, well, I'm just going to call him the Alec Baldwin lion, you know, kind of takes the spot, like the staff, and takes the throne. But then, like, at one point, the humans, where they lost their Jeep to the Penguins, because they stole 2 Jeeps, you know, because of rebuilding the plane, of course. And, you know, they kind of turn into, like, rabid, like, natives or just something, you know, and they capture Alex, about to roast him. Zuba comes in, and you know what? Alex gets the people of New York to recognize him, and he succeeds by those dance moves and Zuba joining, up until when, you know, because, like, Nana's still wanting to shoot them, and the plane comes in, you know, it's been, you know, refixed, like, repaired, and a new way to fly and such, you know, like those kind of wings or whatever. And what's really cool is, like, you know, because I'm trying to remember, like, you know, they put on some music, and it's, you know, at the Coba. That was really cool. You know, Alex trying to pass on a message, you know, so Marty can hear into the monkeys. Of course, they get it wrong, and, you know, take out the dam, and just so on. Yeah, and because that's another thing, too, because, like, there was no water in Africa for the animals to drink, and it's true, because that's happened at times in Africa itself. And even, like, King Julian, like, you know, he's crazy, like, thinks, like, you know, like, somebody to sacrifice themselves, you know, like, throwing themselves in a volcano, like, in that sequence with Marty volunteers, but Gloria saves him, and Marty does come forward and admits his feelings for Gloria. And, you know, because there's, and Mort, who we don't see that much, but, you know, his appearance in this is hilarious, because when he finally arrives on the beach to Madagascar, he's getting chased by a shark. The shark's still chasing him up until he meets up with Julian and Maurice, and the shark still chasing him. The shark jumps in, like, falls down into the lava. You know, I wonder if the dogs like seafood. You know, let's go look. Let's go find out. It worked. My plan worked. And, yeah, thinking it was, but no, like, you know, no, it was not. It wasn't the volcano. Like, it wasn't the volcano. It was, like, a dam being, like, because of the logs and trees. And what's really funny, you know, the Alec Baldwin line being defeated, gets defeated by Nana, because Alex gives him Nana's purse, and it's hilarious. But all ends well. And one other funny thing is, you know what? Because Skipper has had, like, was hitting on, like, this bobblehead hula dancer or whatever, and they get married, basically. And so, like, the penguins and the monkeys, they leave, you know, and Alex and the gang, they stay behind, along with King Julian and Maurice and such, and that all ends well. So, yeah. You know what? I love Madagascar Escape to Africa. It's really good, and I give this a 10 out of 10. It's really good, and a good sequel to Madagascar. And you guys let me know what you think of Madagascar. You know, leave comments, give it a like, and what you thought of my review. So, with that being said, 10 out of 10 for Madagascar Escape to Africa. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the film, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review video. And stay tuned later tonight, where we will be reviewing another DreamWorks sequel. And actually, if I recall, this is the first ever sequel to a DreamWorks film. Do you know what it is? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. It's fairy tale stuff. You might know what it is. I don't know. But take care, and peace out.